Kamaru Usman is back in the win column. He won his fight against Joaquin Buckley after a nearly 2-year layoff, but why he is not back like he used to be, why he is much worse than he used to be, and why he does not deserve a title shot in this video. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Assalamu alaikum.
Kamaru Usman is officially back after a nearly 2-year layoff with his win against Joaquin Buckley at UFC Atlanta. Now, if you did not watch the fight or watch it closely and you just read the headlines and whatever, you think like, damn, we had vintage Kamaru Usman in that cage that night. If you believe the reporters who were just so biased and scared to tell Usman the reality in his face when he talked to them at the post-fight press conference. They're all like, oh, you looked vintage. Yeah, you deserve a title shot. Yeah. But if you really watched that fight and paid attention, and you've watched Usman fights in the past as well, you know that he did not look at all like he used to look back in the day, and he also does not deserve a title shot. Let's first get to how he looked. Kamaru Usman, I mean, it was kind of normal. I anticipated that he might take 1 or 2 minutes to find his rhythm, right? After that long of a layoff and whatever, sometimes you need like 1 or 2 minutes to kind of get rid of the dust, you know what I mean? And find back into that octagon pace, right? But it seemed like he started off very well with that immediate double leg, right? That was amazingly smart. He definitely showed his fight IQ in that fight. He definitely showed that he's a smart fighter and he's a veteran. He definitely showed that. But if you go away from, yeah, he had success with the takedown, and as I said, it was very smart because he shot so early that Buckley then afterwards was always worried about those takedowns. And that Usman is a good wrestler, we don't have to talk about that. We know that. You know what I mean? Of course, his wrestling is probably not as effective anymore as it used to be because of his knees. You can also see that on Saturday. I mean, he had 1 or 2 good shots in him per round, like 1 shot per round, and you just landed that. But especially like in the 4th and 5th round when Buckley started to stuff them, you saw that he had problems really like getting back to those takedowns. He then went to single legs because single legs are obviously less hard on your knees, right? And there he didn't really have that much success, and sometimes he had like some slow motion attempts where I was like, what the hell? But we have to talk about his striking. Of course he looks good when he has Buckley in half guard and he lays on top of him, of course. And you don't have to be athletic or young and fast for that. That's just his experience, right? But in the stand-up, he looked very slow. His reaction was not there at all. Like, Usman used to be very decent on the feet. He has technically nice striking and he always had good reactions and stuff. He looked for all 5 rounds. It did not get better. It's not like it took him a round to get it into his rhythm. It did not get better. He moved so weird. The whole time he was just, it seemed like that whatever Buckley threw at him, he processed it like 1 second later. And somehow, I don't know how Buckley did not knock him out. He had so many opportunities, but I think Buckley himself was kind of like stunned, like, what is going on? He moved so weird.
That's weird, huh?
Like, he did not move out of the way at all sometimes. And sometimes like way in advance and all of that. He did not look like the old Usman out there in the stand-up, not at all. I mean, his reaction was really bad. And I do think Buckley really missed on a lot of opportunities to secure that knockout shot. A lot of opportunities where Buckley just somehow stopped his combination and Usman was right there. It was right there to be hit. And I don't know, Buckley was somehow confused or whatever. And of course, always worried about the takedown attempts. But he did not look like the Usman of old. Like, his reaction was really, it felt like he was stuck in the mud in the stand-up a little bit. And he also got hit a lot. I don't remember any Usman fight in the past where he got hit that much.
He got hit too much or what?
It felt like he took more damage than in the 2nd or 3rd Leon Edwards fight, where he lost that clear decision, right? I mean, I really did not like what I saw in the stand-up. I do think that if he faces any other guy that also has some experience and is a good striker still and fast, he will have a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Especially whenever Buckley started to stuff his takedowns, Usman was getting beat up. Look at the 5th round. He was getting beat up like crazy. He could not really land his hands either because he was just slow.
Too slow and too stiff.
Whatever he threw, it was slow. It was really bad to see. And he does not deserve a title shot off that decision of Buckley. It's not like he went out there and styled on him. He just, of course, hey, it is MMA, of course you can do that. But he just took him down, laid on top of him, No damage at all. Like, he did not hurt Buckley or anything. It's not like he was like vicious ground and pound, like trying to finish. It's just the old school Usman sitting in half guard, just But old school Usman has good striking as well, right?
I need to put some respect on my name.
There are like guys like Shafkat deserves a title shot way more. Sean Brady deserves a title shot way more. You know what I mean? I mean, he needs to fight. In my opinion, the Belal fight is the fight to make. I don't want to see him against Ian Gary. Make Sean Brady against Ian Gary. I want to see Usman against Belal. That is the fight I want to see, especially with the backstory, with the hatred that they had, and the fight on the podcast allegedly and all of that. That is a fight that I want to see. I do think that it's a tough fight for Usman. As of right now, I would think that he loses that fight. But that's the fight that makes most sense in my opinion. He definitely does not deserve a title shot, bro. You cannot just not win a fight in 4 years. Like, his last win was nearly 4 years ago. 2021 was his last win, right? November of 2021 against Colby Covington was his last win before that one. And then come back, have a okay performance, of course, a smart performance, beat Joaquin Buckley by a very, very boring decision, and then say, title shot. That's not how this works, buddy. I mean, I know you're a legend, the second best bantamweight, welterweight of all time, all of that, nice. But that's in the past, bro. The present is now. And people like Sean Brady, Shafkat, all those guys, they worked to be eligible for title shot in the present. They worked while you were losing and taking time off. So they are next in line. And Usman needs to get back in the line and have one more win before he gets another title shot. And I do think, I'm happy that Usman is back, I'm happy he's healthy and all of that, but I do think his time is over. I do think what I saw on Saturday, I did not like that at all. And I do think that the time of the end is coming for Kamaru Usman. But that's my opinion, right? Your opinion in the video, in the comments, you guys, goddammit. Like this video, guys, subscribe to the channel, would appreciate that. Become a member, all that good stuff. Check out the merch, bloodsport.net, worldwide free shipping with the code FREE. Check it out, you guys. Stay bloody, and until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.